Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow users. Aries Sky here with a video. So I just wanted to share with you a couple things. Again, people have been messaging about IRS and do I have to file or to get my payment? No, you don't if you're on SSI. You only have to if you have children or if you have got payments after January 1st, 2020, when you received your award letter for benefits. So this is going to talk to you for a moment about the Get My Payment app. Now, I know it just came online. I went to check it out myself to see how it works. So for non-filers, you go in, and it basically gives you access passwords and access this and access that. And then you got to confirm your identity. You do that, then do a form. Form basically about your tax info. It doesn't say things like, have you been through on Social Security, etc. It just says how much, blah, blah, blah. It's like a little simple tax form. Once you give all that info, it gives direct info. Now, it doesn't work for Direct Express because Direct Express doesn't give you the routing info or the account info. So basically, it's kind of complicated, So I figured I would touch base with you for a moment on that and say, look, I looked into it. I did my research. Some people can sit there and say, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do. I went to the site. I checked it out. There's nothing, okay? It's just basically got put in. It's like a simple tax form just to confirm everything. The thing is if you have Direct Express, that's what I'm focusing mostly on for you Direct Express card holders. It's complicated and it's confusing because Direct Express is stating, quote unquote, that payments that you can't check the Get My Money app because of the Direct Express card. So basically, but it's all good. It's literally good because that just says they're doing their best. However, a lot of people today have messaged and said, "Oh, I got my payment today." So I messaged and said, "Did you get your did you pay? Did you file taxes?" And the answer is yes. They filed taxes. So taxes were filed. Everything's good for them. But the ones that haven't had to file, like Social Security beneficiaries on Direct Express, that's where it's getting complicated because everyone wants their money. And the thing is I'm starting to think, this is just my opinion, don't point fingers, but my opinion is I think they knew people at Direct Express would be having the hardest. And as one guy said in the comments yesterday, that it could be a month or two. I'm starting to wonder if it is going to be a month or two because, like I said in the previous videos, Direct Express has no information when it comes to benefits. And so if you call their 800 number to check your account for pending transactions, it says we have no information on the economic impact stimulus check. Basically what they're saying is we have no information, the IRS won't give it. So basically it's like out of 340 million people, the people that are getting the benefits are going to get it first. One person said, I think we're going to be last on the list. That could be true. We could be the last on the list. And that's because of the fact that the government is not giving any information for Direct Express holders. Literally, they're the ones hanging in limbo. And so it's a big, complicated issue. I just checked my balance on the phone. Again, no pending transactions. It would be coming from the IRS. It wouldn't be coming from Social Security. So I guess there is a few complications there. Social Security recipients, some of them that filed taxes, they're getting their benefits today. Some have Direct Express, they're getting theirs today because they filed taxes. The rest, well, like I said, the next window of payments could be tomorrow or Friday or Saturday. Otherwise, you might be seeing your payment on the 20th of the month, minimum. But the IRS again hasn't given any details of when they're going to drop those payments for the uh, impact payments for Social Security that doesn't have to file taxes. They're saying that 10 days after the initial payments have gone out, supposedly 10 days, that would mean that we would be getting payments right around the 25th or so, give or take. If they're ahead of schedule, it might be the 22nd. But right now, the IRS isn't literally talking about the payments. They're not talking about. They don't have a schedule. I tried checking the My Payment app for you all, and it's like a tax form. It's like they're making it very complicated for people with Direct Express, and that, in my opinion, really sucks balls. So I thought you all would like that little update because it is complicated. You go to a complicated form, and it's like it's like a little tax form. And then when you submit everything, and then it's got a second page about more information. To me, I find it to be disturbing on a lot of grounds. It's like when it comes to Social Security, disability, SSI, retirement, survivors, they're giving no information. They're basically, so, you know how it is. So basically it's, so I got the non-filers payment information account. They want, to more information, and it's like, and they also want banking information. And frankly, you can't do banking information on the grounds that, Direct Express, you don't have the account info. So there's people out there trying to change their Direct Express over to, just for their stimulus payment now to a bank or some other place like NetSpend or these neobanks. And frankly, it's all good. Unfortunately, it is hurting a lot of people. And because of it, it is not cool. And so that is something I thought I would share with you all this morning. Is the fact of the matter is the people are waiting patiently for their money, and they're not getting their money. So in my opinion, it sucks, but just to be patient. They're talking about the next 10 days from today, supposedly. That would be like the 25th, which it kind of bothers me because, there's people out there on Social Security, disability, or retirement survivors struggling, and SSI recipients, and they're struggling. And yet they're the ones getting the runaround. If you look at it from a bigger picture, ones that filed taxes, they're getting their money. The ones that didn't file their taxes, they're the one getting the freaking runaround. It's like, Direct Express has no info. The IRS has no info. Social Security doesn't. I've contacted both departments. They're working on the problem, but it will be a while. And, and I don't know if it's because of other issues or etc. But, I want to say before the government decides to give second stimulus checks, they need to give the first stimulus checks to people that need it, and they're not getting it. People are suffering severely, and it is sad as sad can be. I mean, literally, it's sad to no end. People are suffering left and right, and people are enjoying my videos, and they're actually happy that I'm explaining that it isn't Direct Express. It ain't the card. It's not Comerica Bank either. It's between Social Security and the IRS. They're duking it out right now, and frankly, no one knows when the money is going to come. Like I said, rumor has it's 10 days after the first initial dump payments. The first initial dump payments was the 11th. Now it's the 15th. That means the second part of Wave 1 been sent. So when does Wave 2 come when you get your money? No one knows. That's the real problem, and it's really sad. So if you have Direct Express, I do not highly recommend trying the check my payment thingy because it is complicated. Because, like I said, it asks for um, banking info, and if you don't have your routing number, account info, you're screwed. You can't just sit there and give something when you don't have it. So on that issue, it's sad. So with that said, um, I just want to share that with you all. That just be patient. Look for another video tonight on this subject, and basically the subject will be um, simple. When it comes to people needing their benefits, because they're checked, because there's a lot of suffering people out there and they're not getting it, they're not receiving it. So I wanted to share that with you all. So I hope this video was informative, and you understand that it isn't Direct Express. It is the IRS and the Social Security Administration are duking it out, because, like it says on the information from Direct Express, as I said before, the COVID link basically states on the PDF that they have no information at this time for your benefits, your check. So it seems that if anyone's going to get the shaft right now, it's going to be the people on Direct Express, because they're waiting, and the government doesn't want to cough it up. And yet banks won't give loans right now because they're maxed out on loans. So the government's trying to implement more small business loans, the PPP, and so forth. And again, it's still people are stumped. Third problem is, as I said before in last night's video, the airlines got bailed out. So the airlines, the airports, they're getting money, and yet they're getting money before you. So that tells you right there where everyone's priorities lay right now. And I know it's unfair, but you got to remember, they think the only way to get the economy running is with giving loans to the airlines and cruise lines and other things, when you, the citizens, get to suffer. And that is wrong. Literally, it is furiously wrong, and no one likes it. So, in my opinion, just stay watching my videos. I'll give you updates as we go. As soon as I know something, or something's deposited into my bank, I will truly let you know. That would mean that more likely you got your payments too. But like I said, keep checking Direct Express's phone number. That should tell you eventually pending. Right now, in the next 12 hours, there's nothing pending. So unless they just release the funds tonight at 10 Pacific Standard Time, I don't think there's going to be any money to be given today. Now, we can always check tomorrow, like I said, after tonight. And that'll reset again for the next 24 hours, and it should be able to give information that's pending or not, and I'll keep doing it until Sunday, where I will take a day off and I will go back to it. We'll know. I mean, literally, people are like, where's my money? And the government is holding back when it comes to Direct Express. Now, I also want to say, for my video audience who subscribed and so forth, I would assume that Direct Express's own website would actually update that little PDF when it came to these stimulus checks. Unfortunately, right now, they're not updating any of the stimulus information on it. They're just saying we have no information, which means it seems that you might never get your money, which is, hopefully I'm wrong, but it feels like it, because the government is not giving any information to Social Security or IRS. Social Security's website states that you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is wait for your money. Yet waiting for your money, well, some people got their money today, some people haven't, and there's a lot of people that are suffering to no end that hasn't got their money, that needs their money, and they're worried, and they have a right to worry. I mean, literally, I mean, the way they got this whole thing done, and this is how I see it, is they gotta switch, and they could sit and flip a switch, and they could transfer your money out tomorrow. What they're waiting for is mind-boggling. No one truly knows why they're making you, the Direct Express card holders, wait. Maybe they don't want to flood the system already. Maybe it's a different thing. I don't know, but to me, it doesn't make sense. I mean, literally, the government could basically dump 300 million payments overnight. Why they're not doing it is beyond me, literally. I mean, they could just flip a switch or push a button on a computer and it's done. Fortunately, they're making you guys wait for some reason, which I think, and this is my own opinion here, is because, like I said in my previous videos, the Democrats wanted to be equal, the Republicans didn't, and so Republicans don't want any of that excess money going, but it also could be that truly they don't have the money to funnel to the Direct Express holders yet. So they're trying to do what they can for everyone else, thinking that we would be forgotten or we would just give up. And my channel right now is to focus on, why you haven't got your money and what's going to happen. And to me, I personally think it kind of sucks. Now, for example, I'm just checking to see if there's any pendings online. There is no pending online charges. So basically nothing. So we will check again tonight at 10 o'clock. They could be basically doing it differently where they're actually not wanting to overload the system. So you could get paid tonight, highly unlikely, as Direct Express should be basically saying there's a pending deposit from the IRS. Instead, they're not saying anything. So people are flooding the phone system, calling them, asking to talk to someone at Direct Express, and Direct Express is stating we have no information. So the IRS doesn't literally have a schedule on their website, so we're all hanging in limbo. So with that said, everyone, I hope you have a great afternoon. Look for another video later on this subject. I hope I made an informative video for you all. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, please leave them in the box below. Please subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion, hit it. Just keep the comments nice is all I ask, or I will delete them. I don't want to hear people say I wasted 20 minutes of their time when basically my videos are informative and they're doing more of an informative decision or the informative thoughts for you all that's watching it, over people that are making 6 or 7 minute videos talking about all the stimulus updates for today. I mean, I've already given you just for the Direct Express end of things. I'm handling Direct Express only because I'm a Direct Express card holder, and you all need to be happy to know when your payment's coming. So again, please subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestions. Keep the comments nice is all I ask. Leave suggestions for future videos as well. Hit that bell notification for new content. Thanks for watching, everyone. God bless you, and stay tuned for another video tomorrow.